In order to achieve success in life, you have to set goals. Goals are so important. Setting goals just allows us to see our progress along the way. Also kind of motivates us to get to where it is that we are trying to go. So when you have goals, do these things. Number one, stop second guessing yourself. If there's something that you're sure that you want in life, or if you know that you have a purpose and you know that this is something that is important to you, don't second guess it. Just start working on the goal. Take and start implementing a way to get there. You do this by secondly creating a goal list or make a goal chart. Think about the things that are important to you and the things that are necessary in order for you to meet this goal. Number three, set realistic deadlines for yourself. That's one of the problems that I've had for a long time. A lot of us have problems, setting deadlines because life happens. You get busy, you have families, we have children, jobs, careers, businesses, whatever it is. So a lot of times meeting a deadline for a particular goal, begins to look unrealistic when you have so many other responsibilities. So it's very important to set a realistic goal, set a realistic deadline for that goal. Realistic deadlines are very important, because if you set a deadline that you never meet, or you know that you can't meet that deadline, then it's like, okay, whatever you were working towards or working for, it never got done. So a lot of times when we can't meet deadlines and stuff, we begin to feel defeated. So just work on, setting a realistic deadline for yourself, something that you know that you can commit to. Number four, those daydreams and thoughts that you were having are not actually daydreams. That's God telling you or showing you what he has for you. It's actually a preview of your purpose or whatever it is that God has for you. Whatever you need to be doing, when you're sitting and thinking about it or thinking about the process, that's not just something that you're making up. That's something that you are supposed to be doing. So pay attention to that. Number five, everyone won't applaud for you or support you. Jealousy is so real. Envy is so real. So don't wait around on it. God will begin to put people in your life that support you, that are part of your purpose. So when you find that you're around individuals that don't want to applaud, they don't want to support you, you have to move around those people. You have to get from around those people. A lot of times it's negative energy. You could have a friend or an acquaintance or anyone that's in your life, and they'll be in your face every day or communicating with you every day. But when it comes to supporting you, supporting your career, your goal, liking a post on social media, you don't see them doing any of that. That's not someone that's for you. It takes every bit of a second or two to like a post. And a lot of times people won't do that, not only because they can't see your purpose, they don't see the reality of where you're going with it, what you're working on. They don't see that it's real. That's number one. But number two, a lot of people look at you and see you doing something, and because they don't have that same vision or motivation that you have, they don't want to apply you. A lot of people sit back and hope that you don't realize who you really are and that you can get to where you're going. That your dreams and your goals are realistic. They are part of your purpose. They are something that God has given to you. So they figure if they don't support you, that you'll just give up, or you'll say, hey, this is not going to work for me. I'm not getting a lot of support, all of that. So you need to realize how important it is to pay attention to what God is showing you and what God is allowing you to see. He's allowing you to see your purpose. He creates your purpose and you create your destiny. So basically, whatever he gives you to do, whatever he shows you, whatever it is that you know that you're supposed to be doing in life, once you take those steps to activate that purpose and create your journey, you can then create your destiny. So don't allow people that have nothing to do with your purpose make you feel that it's not realistic, or it's just a dream, or it's an unreachable goal or something like that. You don't need confirmation from other people for what you are supposed to be doing. I remember when I first started my career in music, and I've actually been doing music my whole life, but I never started recording until 2009. And I was so proud of myself. Actually, my father is a musician as well. And he wasn't really in my life, but I was aware, of who he was. And, every gift that I have genetically got it from him. He's a musician, a creator, he was a producer, all of that. And so in the back of my mind, I always wanted to pursue these things, even when I hadn't. Once I graduated from high school, I went straight to college. I was a teenage mother. So I was pregnant twice before I even graduated from high school. But I still was a good student. I still made good grades. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I didn't really begin to pursue or do anything with my music until after I started having children in my early 20s. And so a lot of people, they sit back and they judge, and people think they know what's good for you or what you should do. And, people will tell you what you shouldn't do. Well, you didn't do your music when you were a teenager, in your 20s, you didn't record then. Well, you can't do it now. Never allow anyone to tell you that. Never. I started recording in 2009. I had music overseas. I did a lot of things. I toured. And I'm still working, but not just as a musician. I'm doing TV now. I have my degree in composing music, different things. And so I have so many more opportunities than I had when my children were babies. So my point with that is everything is in God's timing. It's not in your timing. It's not in their timing or someone who's telling you what you should or what you shouldn't do. A lot of times those people don't want those things for you because they can't have them, or they think they can't have them for themselves. So another person that's non-motivated, or, some people are fine with who they are and what they're doing, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being comfortable with what you're doing in life, whether you're working at Walmart or a daycare or whatever it is, because everyone has a different life story. Everyone has a different destination. Everyone has a different goal, a different career. And people need to understand that. I would never sit and talk to someone and tell them what they could and what they couldn't do, because I'm such a motivated individual. I've always told people what they can do, because in my mind, I can do anything. But I do know that anything that I do has to be done through Christ. It has to be, I have to ask God, is this what he wants me to do? Is this what you want me to do? Can you bless me with this and that? If you ask for things, he'll give it to you. But if it's not meant for you to have, you won't have it. If it's not your time, it won't be your time. It'll be in God's timing. And it also will take hard work. And the bigger the blessing is, the larger the career or the outcome or whatever it is, the longer that it will take you to get there. I won't say the longer, but it's just not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be something that comes through in 1 or 2 years. Music is a hard career. And it took me some years to figure out, as it does most people, how to get paid and how to make money from it, how to get my royalties. I had to go back to school and learn to compose music and figure, hey, I want to incorporate my music with my TV career. I am into acting and stuff now, but, I produced my own talk show in 2011. So it's like now I have opportunity to have my talk show on TV. Well, now I'm a music composer. So I compose all my background music, so I know other ways to get paid. Once I'm on TV network, and that'll be here within a month, that's great money for me. That's a big opportunity. So I'm just saying, there's levels to getting where you have to go. You have to put in the work. You have to work consistently. Sometimes you may have to stop, go, feel like, hey, I've been working at this for a while, but I would rather to work at my goal, work at my purpose, than to not do anything and wonder what could have been. Especially when it's something that you've seen. I already know where I'm going. God has already given me the go and the what to do. Never would I ever sit back and allow someone to make me believe, oh, that's not going to work. And I've been told that before by someone that was supposed to be a good friend. And I've heard it said behind my back before, oh man, I would never listen. You wasting your time with me. The only thing I do is I'll cut you off. Because nothing that God has for me is another individual going to tell me I can't have. You can't tell me what I can't have. I'm always going to be motivated. I'm always going to continue to work to have greater things. And a lot of times, people that it's not about supporting, a lot of times it's about jealousy. And people will see you doing something. A lot of times these people are not strangers, but people will see you doing something and they can't stand to see you doing it because they don't want you to be on a higher level or have something that they don't have. So it's simply hate. And at the same time, another individual could have more than you, or, look back at you and say, well, you don't have this or you don't have that. It's not about the material things that you do or you don't have. It is about your motivation and your drive. Sometimes people hate you just for who you are, or people hate you because you can fall numerous of times and get back up. But you wait around and see what the outcome is going to be. The outcome of you never giving up, continuing to pursue what you know that God has for you, and that's greatness. God will send people your way to support you. So anyone who's not a part of your support team, a positive vibe, get from around them. You don't need that negative energy. God creates your purpose and you create your destiny. So definitely stay tunnel vision, stay focused. I used to care about, who supported me. God, this was so many years ago. This was in the beginning of my career. I actually cared because I was so excited for what I seen and for what God had showed me. I wanted others to see what I saw. I wanted others to see what I had to look forward to, but they couldn't see it. I would write a song and I would want to share it with everyone. Oh my God, listen to this, and it's just like, oh, I didn't know you did music, or when did you start, doing music? And I don't care to name the person because they obviously are not that important. But they said, oh no, that won't work for you. You have too many kids. I'll never forget that. I've made so many accomplishments, and I guess it kind of hurt in the beginning because it was someone that, hey, we were supposed to be good friends. We're supposed to really have cared about each other. And it really made me feel a kind of way because I've always supported and cared for my loved ones and supported, hey, if you're opening an ice cream shop, I'm going to support you. I'll share it on my platform. But that was my mindset.